Hi, folks. How you doing? RussellTrueResults303.com. Check out the website. Link in the description box. Mind, body, spirit, fitness. Putting the healing back in health. Coming at you today with another video on the Bible, Christianity, God, spirituality, however you want to call it, right? For me, it's going to be Christianity, Catholicism. But what is it for you? And this is going to be, how do you know you have found it? Like you've truly found your spirit, God, Jesus, whatever it is you want to call it. And I'm going to start off with showing you a book that inspired me a little bit. Of course, I've heard many talks on this topic. Sorry, the camera's a little. I've heard a lot of talks on this topic, and this book just kind of made me want to dive into a little bit more, make a video about it, because a lot of people don't understand what it means to truly find God or your spirit or this new path in life. So that book is The Irresistible Revolution, right? Very inspirational. I mean, this, you read this and it's like you want to sell all your possessions and you want to go to Iraq and help the people in the Middle East and the poor and do some things, which is what this gentleman did, Shane Claiborne. Great book. I would say get it. I don't know if it's just because I got mine at the used bookstore, though. The only complaint I have about the book is halfway through it somewhere. Not halfway through it, towards the end, you're reading it, and then for some reason, an entire chapter repeats itself right in the middle of the book. It's weird. So it's like on my copy, anyways, like one whole chapter towards the end is missing. But there's some powerful quotes in here that I've been using on Facebook and Twitter for the last couple of weeks because there's so many that you can use. I was using like 2 or 3 a day, and I'll just kind of rattle 1 or 2 of them off. You know, one is Saint Mother Teresa. I don't know if she's a saint yet, but Mother Teresa, where a gentleman came up to her and said, "I wouldn't do what you did for $1 million. I wouldn't do your job for $1 million." And she looked at him and said, "Yeah, I wouldn't do yours either," just because she had so much passion for helping the poor and the sick. And then another one was from one of the martyrs that said, if when they pass over, you know, the dead bodies of the innocent and they do not pass over ours, cursed be our religion. So, you know, another real powerful quote on what it's really about, helping others and saving the world. You know, if you can save one soul, you've saved the world. Hopefully someone watching my videos in my YouTube channel, it saves them in some way, shape, or form, or gives them the ability to think they can do anything, achieve anything, and really go out there and you know, aim for the stars. Excuse me. So how do you know you've really found God, your spirit, whatever you want to call it? The first thing is going to be is, has it changed your life in a positive way? For me, if people don't know, I have a video kind of on my journey. It was, I started exercising. I was 220 pounds. 6 months, I went from 220 to 170. You know, kind of teetered there, kind of went back up and down and failed and did like everyone else does. You know, they kind of go back up, go back down, go back up, go back down, and eventually they just go back to normal. But for me, I've been able to carry 170. I've been as light as 155. Right now, I'm probably 175. But from there, just exercise wasn't enough, right? So then I started reading all these different books, motivational books, nutritional books, studying things online about it. Then I turned into being a personal trainer, turned into me making this channel, someone that hates to talk in front of people. And then it brought me back to the spiritual path, right? So just, has God changed your life in that way? It started with fitness. Can you look back in your life and see where these things that are happening to you are making you a better person and leading you towards God, towards the spiritual path? So, as you know, a lot of people will say, "Oh man, he's changed my life for the better." You know, that's the beginning. You know, kind of like people say, "Once saved, always saved." No, that's not true. That's just the beginning. Baptism is just the beginning. You don't just say, "I've been baptized, I've been saved, hallelujah." Let's sit down and watch TV. It's cool. Going to heaven. That's not what it's about. Baptism and those things are the first step. What are you going to do with this new gift you've been given, this understanding, right? So, one of the best quotes I've heard from Father Larry Richards was, you know, just when I thought I've given God everything, he asked me to give him a little bit more, right? So now you know you're on that path when you think I've done it. I can't sit back. I can just coast, and then all of a sudden something comes into your world, and you're just like, dang it. This is where the church, why they have their, not why they have their teachings, but this is where we can kind of talk about the teachings on contraception and tithing and donating your money and things like that. Because the reality of it is, if God doesn't control every aspect of your life, He doesn't control anything in your life, right? If you're someone who says, I don't want to tithe, I don't want to give my money, my finances to the church, in whatever case it may be, then God doesn't really control you, because your finances control you. That's something you're not willing to give up. And it's not saying you have to tithe your entire paycheck or anything like that. There's a downside. You've got to do it in an intelligent way. If it's only $5 a week, hey, it's only $5 a week. But you've got to be able to give something back to God. And then there's that saying where it's like, you can't outgive God. That's one of the themes in the Bible. Do this, do that, and you will get 10, 20, 30, 100 fold in return, right? Like same thing with the bedroom, where they're like, oh, don't tell me I can't use contraception. Don't tell me I should have kids. Don't tell me this. Well, then you know what? God doesn't run your life. Sex runs your life. Living your life the way you want to in the bedroom. If God doesn't control that area of your life as well, then what does He control? And that's what the church talks about, natural family planning instead of contraception. Check that out, but I'm going to skip on. And then the next thing is God just ruined your life and flipped it upside down. And it's like you're losing friends, you're losing family. People don't want to hang around you because of this new step that you've taken in life. And are you using that, though, in a powerful way to bring good to the world? Because, we're not the most important thing on this planet. And that's what it comes down to, is God truly, like, just wrecking balls your life. And it's just like, man, you're realizing, I need to do this, I need to do that. You went from being able to just hang out and flip through the channels and go out and have some drinks, where it's like, I got stuff to do. I'm volunteering at the church. I've got to do this. We've got an event coming up. For me, I got to make these YouTube videos, try and spread the message a little bit, let people know the beauty of God, spirituality, religion, exercise, this and that, And that's when you really know you're on the right path, when it's overwhelming. You're trying to read more, you're trying to learn more, you're trying to teach, you're trying to share the word with others and make this big change in life. And it's just like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. There's just so much to do. That's when you know you're on the right path, and God just wrecking balls you. And you're just like, holy smokes, I did not see this coming. You're on the right path. When God's just telling you, I need you to stop doing this. You need to do this. You need to drop that person, that guy, or those people out of your life, because that's putting you on the wrong path. You need to do this, And that's when we know that God's really got a big plan for us, when we're on the right path. Because we've got to look at these, the saints, the martyrs, these people losing their lives for Christianity in the East. They're getting their heads chopped off just because they say they believe in God. If we're here in the United States and we can't even tell somebody that we don't believe in gay marriage, or we don't believe in contraception, and you can't even have an intelligent conversation about it because you don't want to hurt someone. People are losing their lives for these things, So it's just knowing, like the disciples, what they do. The majority of them, they left their homeland, right? Paul was someone that was killing Christians. All of a sudden, half the Bible's written by him. He was someone that was killing them. So imagine you being, this horrible person, and all of a sudden now your mission is to go and preach it to everybody. You talk about trying to overcome the odds. Everywhere he goes, nobody even wants to see him, right? When, who was it? I can't remember which disciple it was, but when he had to go there and touch his eyes and give him his sight back, God told him, Jesus told him, go over there and do that. And he's like, what? He's killing fools. I don't want to go over there. It's like, hey, I got a plan for him. Get over there. So everywhere he's going now, he's trying to preach the word, and people are like, are you serious, dude? Like, you're just killing everybody. Now you want us to follow you and believe in this? This doesn't make sense. Overcoming the biggest odds in life and stepping outside your comfort zone and doing it for God, doing it for the soul, spirituality, whatever you want to call it. But that's what we've got to understand. That's when you know God has truly impacted your life, where it's like everywhere you go, you're on a mission. It's like, I'm going to work. Yep, guy's feeling bad. I got to figure out a way to talk to him, make him feel better. when you're living the life and you're living the life and you're on the right path as well, when people are starting to ask you what's different, you don't even have to bring up God in a topic. They just come around you and they're just like, different dude, what's going on here? This is pretty crazy, you know? And you don't even have to bring up God. They're just asking you a question, and the glory and the reason is because of God transforming your life. So there you go. How you know God is really a part of you. It's not just I got baptized, hallelujah. Let me sit back, relax, and chill and wait for God. Right? That was another quote that was in that book. It said, a lot of people spend their time tiptoeing through life just trying to arrive at death safely. Well, that's how you do not tiptoe, hop, skip, jump, dance. One of the things that's wrong with people when it comes to Christianity and this religious spiritual aspect. They say, oh, those people are just boring, and they think we're boring because we don't go out and we don't get drunk 24/7. Yeah, we go out and have some drinks every now and then, but then when we're around, they're like, oh, they're just down, this and that. Nah, do you wanna be a part of something where everybody's just kind of you still got to be able to go out with your friends and mingle every once in a while if possible. Just be able to be visible in public, show that God has changed your life. I made another video, why people don't want to be Christian. It's the same thing, if people see me and, yes, I still go out and have a drink every once in a while, but, if people see me and they can say, oh, he found God, but he's the exact same person, nothing's ever changed about him. The only difference is he goes to church on Sunday, and that's about it. If that's all people can say about you, no wonder why people don't want to become Christian no more. People don't want to follow this movement because it didn't really change your life. You're not doing anything special with it. You're that person that's like, hey, I go to church, cool, I'm gonna hang out, I'm just gonna chill, watch the boob tube. That's not what it's about. It's about redefining yourself and letting God take over. And it's a struggle, and we've got to figure it out. You've got to figure it out. Maybe it's more prayer and meditation, trying to figure out what God is trying to tell you. But it's a long path. We got a ways to go. As long as you can say you're doing something different and greater this year than last year, you're on the right path. So I'm gonna stop it right there. I hope this helps you on your journey, get you going new places, new thoughts. Once again, I'd say pick up the book, Irresistible Revolution. I bought this one at the thrift store for $2. He even talks about that in the book. But anyways, like I said, get the book. It's a great book. It'll give you some food for thought. Once again, I hope this helps. Subscribe to the channel.